you hear, well, it's not a BCS game. Coach and I, we're competitors, first of all. I mean, so any game that you put in front of us, we want to win the game. And so it doesn't matter about the venue. We love the venue. We love the bowl. We love what's happened for our kids this week. But we're competitive. And so a game, the old phrase, a game worth playing is a game worth winning. So that's where we start this. And then you look at your season, and you certainly want to finish with a win because it definitely it helps you in that off season, in terms of your evaluations. And then finally, we've seen 8 wins, in our program. We've seen 8, we've seen 12. 9 is definitely one that looks better for us as a group. So I think that's probably third in the list. Yeah, you're trying to win one game, right? So during the season, it's a it's a marathon to a conference championship or a BCS game, whereas this is a one game. So you're taking shots that you probably wouldn't take during the regular season. Taking that that risk goes up a little bit because it's a one game opportunity, and you're not playing for the national championship here. You're playing for a trophy that means a lot and a win. So I think that risk factor becomes one that you're willing to work with.
Gentleman over on the right.
Eric Ganson from the South Bend Tribune. This question is for Brian Kelly. Coach, how do you feel like your running game has evolved? Are you happy with where it is now? And then also, how did Cam McDaniel avoid kind of being the odd guy out in that big running back rotation?
Well, as you know, I thought that our running game was one that certainly needed to match with who the running back situation ended up being. We were trying to find out who that back was, whether it was Folston or it was Atkinson. We started with a rotation there, and I think we've kind of settled on Folston as somebody that would start the game. And then we lose 3 offensive linemen along the way, So that has kind of made it an uneasy situation relative to the continuity. But we have to be able to run the football to be an effective offense. So again, I think the running back situation has provided us a little bit more clarity. And going into this game, we've had plenty of work with the unit. So again, we would like to have those guys that have been, 3-year starters in Chris Watt and Nick Morton in there, and certainly they give us a lot. But I think we've been able to get some continuity with the guys that are in there, and now with the running back position as such, I think Cam McDaniel now has really been able to be utilized for what his talents are. We think he is a very instinctive runner. He probably has as good instincts as we have at the running back position. Very intuitive, can see things, and that's why he has found his niche at that position.